What is your name?
My name is Alex.
Where are you from?
I am from New York.
What time do you wake up?
I wake up at 6 o'clock.
When do you brush your teeth?
I brush my teeth after waking up.
What do you eat for breakfast?
I eat bread and eggs for breakfast.
Where do you take a shower?
I take a shower in the bathroom.
How do you dry your hair?
I dry my hair with a towel.
Who prepares your breakfast?
My mother prepares my breakfast.
What clothes do you wear to work?
I wear a shirt and trousers.
How do you go to work?
I go to work by bus.
What do you carry in your bag?
I carry books and a water bottle.
When do you reach your office?
I reach office at 9 o'clock.
Who greets you in the morning?
My colleagues greet me in the morning.
What do you do at your desk?
I check emails and start my work.
When do you take a tea break?
I take a tea break at 11 a.m.
Where do you eat lunch?
I eat lunch in the office canteen.
What time do you finish work?
I finish work at 5 p.m.
How do you come back home?
I come back home by metro.
Who do you meet at home?
I meet my family at home.
What do you do in the evening?
I rest and watch TV in the evening.
When do you eat dinner?
I eat dinner at 8 o'clock.
What do you eat for dinner?
I eat rice, vegetables, and chapati.
How do you spend your night?
I talk with family and read a book.
When do you go to bed?
I go to bed at 10 o'clock.
What do you do before sleeping?
I brush my teeth and set alarm.
Where do you keep your phone?
I keep it on the table.
Why do you sleep early?
Because I have to wake up early.
Who wakes you up?
My alarm clock wakes me up.
What time do you set your alarm?
I set my alarm for 6 o'clock every morning.
Where do you keep your alarm clock?
I keep it on the bedside table near my bed.
How do you feel when you hear the alarm?
I feel sleepy, but I get up quickly.
Who wakes you up if the alarm fails?
My mother wakes me up if I oversleep.
Why do you make your bed every day?
Because it keeps my room neat and clean.
When do you check your phone?
I check my phone right after waking up.
What do you read on your phone?
I read messages, emails, and news updates.
Where do you keep your towel?
I keep my towel in the bathroom rack.
How long do you take to get ready?
I take about 30 minutes to get ready.
What shoes do you wear to work?
I wear black formal shoes for the office.
Who irons your clothes?
I usually iron my clothes by myself.
Why do you carry a water bottle?
To stay hydrated throughout the day.
When do you fill your water bottle?
I fill it before leaving the house.
What music do you listen to while traveling?
I listen to soft and energetic music.
Where do you sit in the bus?
I sit near the window if the seat is free.
How do you spend your travel time?
I listen to music or scroll social media.
What do you write in your notebook?
I write notes, tasks, and reminders.
Who checks your office work?
My team leader checks and approves my work.
Why do you use a planner?
To stay organized and manage my tasks.
When do you attend office meetings?
I attend meetings around 11 in the morning.
Where do you eat your lunch at work?
I eat lunch in the office canteen.
What do you talk about during lunch?
We talk about food, work, and funny stories.
How long is your lunch break?
My lunch break is for 30 minutes.
Who brings lunch for you?
My mother packs my lunch every morning.
What snacks do you eat in the evening?
I eat biscuits, fruits, or samosas sometimes.
Why do you rest after work?
Because I feel tired and need to relax.
When do you check your social media?
I check it after I come home from work.
Where do you keep your keys?
I keep my keys in the drawer near the door.
What do you write in your diary?
I write my daily thoughts and plans.
How do you spend time with your family?
We talk, eat together, and watch TV.
Who switches off the lights at night?
I usually switch off all the lights.
What type of pillow do you use?
I use a soft, medium-sized pillow.
Where do you keep your phone while sleeping?
I keep it on silent beside my pillow.
Why do you avoid your phone before bed?
Because it helps me sleep better and peacefully.
When do you feel most active?
I feel most active in the morning hours.
How do you start your weekends?
I start with a late wake-up and tea.
Where do you keep your shoes at home?
I keep them in the shoe rack near the door.
What do you do if it rains?
I take an umbrella and wear a raincoat.
Who reminds you about your tasks?
My phone reminders or my mother remind me.
What do you do before taking a shower?
I prepare my clothes and towel.
Why do you eat on time?
Because it keeps my digestion healthy.
When do you pay your bills?
I pay my bills on the first weekend.
Where do you keep your wallet?
I keep my wallet in my jeans pocket or bag.
What do you do when you're late?
I call the office and inform my manager.
How do you manage your time?
I follow a schedule and set reminders.
Who gives you important updates at work?
My team leader shares all the main updates.
Why do you avoid junk food daily?
Because I want to stay healthy and fit.
What clothes do you wear on weekends?
I wear casual clothes like t-shirts and jeans.
Where do you go if you need peace?
I go to the terrace or a quiet park.
How do you end your day?
I reflect on my day and plan for tomorrow.
What time do you drink tea?
I drink tea at 6 in the morning and evening.
What shows do you watch on TV?
I watch comedy and news shows.
Where do you walk in the evening?
I walk in the park near my home.
What apps do you use most?
I use WhatsApp, Instagram, and Gmail.
How often do you clean your room?
I clean my room every weekend.
What do you keep on your desk?
I keep a laptop, diary, and pen on my desk.
Why do you like early mornings?
Because they are peaceful and fresh.
How do you help at home?
I help with cleaning and small chores.
Who do you call daily?
I call my best friend or cousin.
When do you take your medicine?
I take it after breakfast and dinner.
Where do you charge your phone?
I charge my phone near my study table.
What do you do if you feel bored?
I listen to music or watch videos.
What time do you start your day?
I start my day at 6 a.m.
What do you do first in the morning?
I drink water and stretch my body.
Where do you go after waking up?
I go to the bathroom.
Why do you drink warm water in the morning?
Because it helps in digestion.
How often do you meditate?
I meditate every morning for 10 minutes.
What exercise do you do at home?
I do yoga and light stretching.
When do you take your shower?
I take a shower before breakfast.
What soap do you use?
I use a mild herbal soap.
Where do you keep your toothbrush?
I keep it in a stand near the sink.
Who reminds you to take vitamins?
My mom reminds me to take them.
Why do you eat fruits in the morning?
Because they give energy and nutrients.
What fruit do you like the most?
I like bananas the most.